Moment made you feel like the unluckiest person on the planet. I had an interview lined up for a marketing assistant position at this really cool company downtown. I'd been prepping for weeks, mock interviews, perfecting my resume, even ironing my shirt, which by the way is basically a full workout. The day of the interview I was feeling confident. I showed up exactly on time, walked into the building, and introduced myself to the receptionist. She smiled, handed me a visitor badge, and said, "They're waiting for you in conference room B." I walked in, sat down, and the interview started. The panel began firing off questions. Stuff like, "What's your experience with supply chain logistics?" And sure, that threw me off a bit, but I figured maybe it was a test to see how adaptable I was. So I improvised. Apparently I was really convincing, because after 30 minutes of me pulling answers out of thin air, they smiled and said, "We'd love to offer you the warehouse operations manager position." I blinked. Warehouse operations manager? That's when it hit me. I was in the wrong building. I had just aced an interview for a job I didn't apply for. I laughed nervously and said, "Oh, I think there's been a mix-up. I was actually here for the marketing assistant role." The interviewers looked at each other, confused, and said, "Oh, that's across the street." I was mortified, but hey, I figured maybe they'd still hire me. So I asked, "Well, can I still take the warehouse job?" They smiled politely and said, "Unfortunately, you don't meet the qualification." I ran out of there and sprinted across the street, hoping I wasn't too late for my actual interview. But when I got there, the receptionist frowned and said, "Oh, the hiring manager waited 20 minutes and left." So not only did I not get the job I wanted, I also accidentally didn't get a job I never applied for. I left that day with no job and wondered, am I even qualified for anything? The moment made you feel like the